Hey man, nice to have you here to share your experience about how it was working with our program for the last 4 months or so. So first question to you, Vikram, is so before you joined We Are Career and Accelerator, what were you doing? What was your situation? And also, how did you hear about us?
I was working for this regional grocery company, working as a solutions architect, and I was there. I was starting to look outside at, I would say, at the 18-month mark.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that at the 2-year mark, I probably wouldn't be happy there. So I was looking at paths to make a switch in about 6 months or so, and at over the 6 months previous, I was looking at ways to partner with agencies in order to be more strategic about these about job searches because there's a lot of specialized work with it, and I think especially now there's a lot of the front of the process is very complex. So I was looking for a partner to work with in order to have other sets of eyes, some expertise involved in order to help me focus on the right things and keep the job I had while progressing towards jobs that were worthwhile. And so I found you during my discovery process. I was looking at WeCareer and one other option, and I realized my criteria were pretty stringent, and your company definitely were very outcomes focused. The thinking was very strategic, and it felt like the partnership would be a good fit for the way I could work and the communication. So I would try to make the deal happen at that point. I was very careful at the beginning. I really appreciated that WeCareer gave reference requests and things like that. So because I'm very detail oriented, I found those very helpful to understand how exactly we could collaborate together and what sort of things I could give to make my end of success work if we partner together.
For sure, and thank you for that feedback, right? So, really important for us to understand, what kind of decisions goes through our candidate's mind, and most of the people we help, right? They're very sophisticated people like yourselves. They're in good careers, looking for better opportunities, looking to how they can grow in their careers, right? So exactly people like you. So in the initial process, right? Once you spoke to our team before you joined the program, did you like what was your thoughts on like our process of giving you a plan like, hey, these are the kind of roles, like we'll focus on the solutions architecture, solutions engineering role niche. This is a plan we can target for New York City as a base, etc., etc., giving like a plan. So did that give you like an idea of like, oh, this is what the team has in for me? Like, did that give you some sort of confidence?
It gave me feedback. I mean, I had my own theories about trajectories I could go in based on perspectives as a practitioner and my mentor system and my bosses. But I had no sense for what the market would offer because the tech market was very complicated and in a recession for a lot of the last few years.
Yeah.
So I really was quite pessimistic about forward options. So I was looking at it in terms of like minimal gains that would be worthwhile and best case scenarios. So even in the worst case scenario, I felt like this would definitely be a step forward. And it wasn't strictly a quantitative decision either. I thought that part of it was understanding an exercise to understand my market value through
Yeah.
interviews and the application process. So I was excited about the intangible outcomes even before the envelope path, so to speak.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Cool. Okay, so once you joined the program, how was your experience, right? Working with our coaches, getting the interview prep, the application support. How was the overall experience the past 4 months?
The support was quite good and responsive. Like there were different categories of support that I found very helpful. On the application volume and throughput side, I found the project manager super responsive, and so we were able to tweak volumes and kind of coordinate in order to give me enough time to prep either technical deliveries or for the interview prep in order to move forward. And then the coach was very helpful. I think that was in terms of my preparation, that's the area I had to put in the most amount of work
For
for
sure.
because that
Yeah.
tends to be the bottleneck in the roles I was applying for solutions architect, solutions engineer, and sales architect or sales engineer. And uh, yeah, I found the flexibility of the interview coaching and the quality feedback really helpful to help me hone my stories, understand what general aspects I should focus on in terms of preparation. So the range of the support was very helpful in allowing me to put my energy in areas which I thought were the most high leverage in terms of developing the product, and I could also trust you guys to work on the marketing and the volumes and things like that.
100%. And we really appreciate that, when clients join us, they trust in our strategy, they trust in our guidance, and we can get them that results that they're looking for, right? So in the past 4 months, looking at your profile, it seems like we got just a little bit more than 20 interviews. So that's a very good outcome for you, and you did end up getting an offer as well. So your offer, this one is a higher paying role than before, right? What's the difference? What's the pay bump? How do you feel about the offer? Yeah. So what was your result in the end?
Yeah, so the offer I took was about 20K over my previous role. Some of that is eaten up because my previous role was for a Pennsylvania-based company with me being a Florida resident, and my current one is a New York-based role as a New York resident. But it's still a big step forward. We hit our goal, our minimum wage bump goal that we move forward with, and I'm quite happy with the outcome. And I found having a support system around the wage negotiation very helpful as well. Talking with you directly and Ian, both the technical coach, both were quite helpful in terms of understanding how to go about those negotiations, what sort of numerical ranges to go for with the specifics of this role, and that was helpful because for the range of roles I'm applying with if it's pre-sales or post-sales, the actual bands could be quite different, and understanding pragmatically what is possible on the table off of apart from the tangible benchmarks given by the wage range, that was very helpful.
For sure. And you really nailed the negotiation part, right? Just using our guidance, and also I came involved right at the end towards the interview negotiation. Chimed in with my thoughts, and Ian gave his strategy as well, and you were able to use that feedback, use the negotiation session to really just role play on how you can ask them, how you can frame what you can do, and yeah, you got an additional 10K bump, I believe, and so well done on that. It sounds like a good outcome. So final question for you: would you recommend our program for other people who are also feeling a little bit stuck in their career, looking to pivot into better roles? Maybe they don't have time, maybe they're looking to job hop. So would you recommend us?
Yes, I would recommend you to most people.
Thank you. Cool. So, Vikram, thank you again for taking your time, for sharing your experience. I hope for people who are considering to join us, this gives them more confidence and trust with what we do. Thank you.
Thank you.